everyone, this is Supasma Singh, ST at Flipkart, and I welcome you all to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution for everyone. Today, in this video, we'll be discussing Infosys Pseudo Code. So, we'll be solving some pseudo code that are asked in Infosys. So, make sure you watch this video till end. Now, let's get started with the video. Before moving forward in this video, I would like to tell you that Online Study for You is coming up with their TCS Code Beta and TCS NQT 21 days live coding crash course. So it will be the course for the students who are preparing for TCS Code Beta and TCS NQT. Here, questions of TCS Code Beta and TCS NQT will be covered. This course will be, there will be live coding classes. Apart from this course will be taken by me and the language used will be C++. The recording of the class will be available and automatically shared. This course is useful for the students who are preparing for TCS NQT, TCS Code Beta and TCS Digital. Also, there will be a live doubt clearing session as well. You can attend the classes from phone and laptop as well, and the validity of the course will be of 6 months. Yeah, the classes timing will be from 7 to 8 p.m. The classes will start from tomorrow, so make sure you register by today only so that you can get the live experience of the classes from the first day itself. You can buy this course for just rupees 200. So if you're interested, then do register and the link will be given in the description box below. So our first question is this. Here what the question given is, we need to find the value of b and initial value of b is equals to 18. Then the value is passed into this function. This function is of the integer type and the value of b is also integer type. So here in this function, we will be passing integer b, that is initial value of b is 18. So we'll pass 18 here. Then we will check inside this function, we'll check if b equals to a, then return 0. So if b equals to 18, b is equals to 18, 18 equals to 1, no. So it won't return 0. It will go to the else part, and here in else part it will return 5 plus calculate b by 2. b by 2 is 9. 18 by 2 will be 9. So it will. So this is a recursive function. This function will again be called here. It will again come here. Then again it will check if b equals to 1. No, it is equals to 9. So it will go to the else part, and again this calculate function will again return 5 plus calculate 9 by 2, and 9 by 2 will be 4 because all the work is done in the integer. And then again this calculate function will be called, and again it will come here, and here it will again check if b equals to 1. No, it is equals to 4. So it will come to else part, and in the else part it will again return, this calculate function will return 5 plus calculate 4 by 2, that is 2. Okay, so again this calculate function will be called, and again 2 is not equals to 1, that is this if part won't run, so else part will run. And in this else part again 5 plus calculate 2 by 2, that is 1, will be given. So in the when this function will run again for the value of 1. So now b is equals to 1. So now it will return 0. It won't go into the else part. So as soon as it will return 0, so along with 0, what we have this 5, 5, 5 and 4, 5. Okay, so 4, 5 plus this 5 plus 5, 10, then this 5, 15, then again this 5, 20. So 20 plus 0 is will be returned. So the final call will return 20. So now what will be the answer will be 20. So we have output as 20. So this is what we needed to find, and I hope this question is quite clear to you. Here, to minimize the solution, you don't need to go this far. Just check how many times this calculate function will run. How many times? Here first value will be 18, then it will run for 9, then 4, then 2, and then 1. So it will run this many times, and for 1 value 0, for 2 5, 5, 5, 5 will be added. So at last we will be returning the sum of all these values, that is 20 will be returned. I hope this is how you can solve this recursive function easily, or you can go by this method also. This will be also, you can solve this with using this method. You can also solve this fast. So I hope this question is quite clear to you. Now let's move on to the next question. Now coming on to the next question. Next question is given integer a, b, c we have set these integers as b equals to 300, a equals to 5, and c equals to c. Then we are checking if b is greater than a, then set b equals to a. So here, let's check if b is greater than a, then yes, 300 is greater than 5, yes. So we'll make this b equals to 5 now. Okay, and previously our a's value was 5 and c was 1, and now b became 5. Okay, so these are the current values. Then we will end our if, because we won't go in the else part, and then we will run our for loop, and for loop will run from 0 to 5. 0 to 5. Okay, so for how many times loop will run? It will run from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will run 6 times. In the first iteration, a will be increased by a plus 1, that is a is 5, so it will become 5 plus 1, that is 6. Then again it will be in the next iteration, it will become 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, respectively. So at last it will become 11. Now we'll end our for loop will also run, because we have done the iteration from 0 to 5. And after that, after ending this iteration, we will print a plus c. So right now, if our a's value is 11 and c's value is 1, so that overall answer will be 12. So we will print 12, and this is what we needed to find. So answer here is 12. So here what we done, we were given some values. Then based on the if condition, we changed b's value. After then we ran the loop, and make sure you run this loop from 0 to 5. That is, the loop will run from 6 times, because 0 is also included. Okay, and each time we were increasing a equals to a plus 1. We did this, and after that we printed a plus c. I hope this question is also quite clear to you. Now let's move on to the next question. Here is the third question, and here we are given some header files, and inside int main we made type def int s num. So what does means is, here num will be treated as int. Okay, so instead of writing int, we will write num everywhere. So let's see, we write num bunk, which means int bunk equals to 0.0. Now bunk bunk is of integer type, so it can't take float value. So instead of this, it will take 0. It will take 0, and then print of %d bunk. So when we will print bunk, so 0 will be 0 will be printed, because since bunk was of integer type, so it can't take float value. It will convert that float value into integer, and then we'll print when we'll print bunk, so 0 will be printed, and then our program will run. So the output will be 0. I hope this question is also clear, and you got this question. So you need to have the good, if you have the good programming knowledge, then you can easily crack this question. Now let's move on to the next question. Now coming on to the fourth question. Question is, we are given some header files, and after that inside int main we have int num equals to space into 10. Now how you can multiply space into 10? So yes, you can. We have ASCII values for every character in every language, right? So the ASCII value of space is 32. ASCII value of space is 32, and as soon as you write this space, it will take, instead of this space, it will take its ASCII value, that is 32, and when you multiply it with 10, the value of num will become 320. 32 into 10 is 320, right? After that, we'll print. Then when you will print num, the answer that will be printed is num's value is 320. So 320 will be printed. So the right answer is 320. So this question is also very easy, and I hope you got this question. Now let's move on to the next question. So coming on to the next question, is the output of the following program? Okay, we have given float equals to 0.1. That is, float f equals to 0.1. Sorry, f is not added here. So now we will compare this float with f's value with 0.1. So before going into this question, understand one thing. Whenever you write float equals to float f equals to anything, then it takes the double value. And if you want to add this value exactly, then you need to add f here. Then it will take 0.1 only, else it will take the double value. So now when you'll compare this f with 0.1, then they won't be equal. Right? Because it is not exactly taking 0.1. So so here this condition will get false and the else part will be printed, that is no. No will be printed here. I hope this question you also got this question. And now let's move on to the next question. Coming on to the sixth question. Sixth question is also asking for the output from the following program. So here we have the set integer array, and the integer array is given some values. Okay, so we have initialized the array with these values. After that, we have set integer res, and we need to divide array of 2 by array of 4. So first, before dividing, let's add the indexes here. It will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So arrays are done with the zero-based indexing. And now if I take this array of 2, then array of 2 will be this value, array of 2 will be this value, that is 0. And then array of 4 is this value, that is 6. And if you divide any 0 with any number, then the output will be 0. So now res will be storing 0. So when we will display res, the 0 will be printed. 0 will be printed. Hence the answer is 0. I hope you got this question. And now let's move on to the next question. So coming on to our seventh question, we need to find the output here also. And initial value of n is given to n equals to 35. Now first of all, we will read n, that is n is 35, right? N equals to 35. Then we initialized our I equals to 0. And now we have the while loop, which is running till n% 10 is not equals to 0. N is 35% 10 is not equals to 0 initially. Okay. Now this percent is used to find the remainder. Okay. Suppose if I divide this 35 with 10. Okay. So first we will be having 30, that is 3. And this is the remainder. 5 will be the remainder. So the output will be 5 here, and which is not equal to 0. So this is how this percent sign is used to find this remainder. And I hope you got this. And that is the last value here we have. If it is divided, if we are finding remainder by dividing it by 10. Okay. So right now we have the 5. 5 is not equal to 0. Right. So we'll move into this function. And here in this function, n equals to n plus 3, that is 35. Now n will become 35 plus 3, that is 38. That is 38. And then we'll increase I also, and I will become 1. Now this loop will also again run, because right now this condition was not satisfied. Okay. And so we will run this loop, and now we have 38% 10 is not equal to 0. That is 8 is not equal to 0. Yes, 8 is not equal to 0. So this loop will again run. And here what we will be having, here again n's value will increase by 3, that is it will become 38 plus 1 3, that is 41. And again I will be increased, so it will become 2. Now this loop will again run, and now the value of 41% 10 is not percent 10 is not equal to 10 is not equal to 0. Yes, it is not equal to 0, it is equal to 1. So again this we will come inside this loop, and we'll increase our n's value, and now it will become 44. It will become 44, and I will become 3. Okay. After that, we have this loop will again run for 44, and if you'll do 44% 10, then it will be 4, which is not equal to 0. And again we will go inside this loop, and n will increase by 3 again. It will become 47, and I will become 4. I will become 4. After that, this loop will again run. So 47% 10 is equal to 7. So 7 is not equal to 0. So this loop will again run, and now our n's value will become 50, and I will become 5. So now when this will go inside this loop, then 50% 10 is equal to 0. That is 0 is not equal to 0. And now this condition becomes false, and now this loop will stop. Now this loop will stop, and this loop will run as soon as the condition is satisfied, till that condition is satisfied. And here 0 is not equal to 0 is not satisfied. 0 is equal to 0. So we will end this loop, and we'll come out from the loop, and our n's value at this point is 50. We'll add 1 to it, and 50 plus 1 will be 51. And we also have the i's value. So whatever they will give you, you can print that. I hope this question is also clear here. Simply, you need to decide till when your while loop will run. So that was all for this video. I hope you like this video, and if you have any queries, then you can ask them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and do like and subscribe to our channel.